They got me slapping a brick. Shit, the order was heavy. It had to get whipped. I said it had to get whipped, and that was my last. I'm sitting the whip.
I got one last thing I wanted to talk about. Another kind of like, ongoing kind of subject that's kind of been hitting. And I just wanted to know your opinion. I asked you this that time we were in, I think, Jersey or Philly or something like that. We was at the Guardians of the Culture event. You was out there? Yeah, and basically the question was just, do you think Ahdi Boom could come back to battle rap? I remember last time you spoke on it, you kind of didn't really have too much to say as far as just like, because you didn't really know much about the situation. But as far as just the public perception of him kind of, just, it's like his public perception is looking crazy. Just how people are kind of going at him, every new story, and him just recently doing an interview with Uncle Ra, and people still kind of like using that against him and throwing back. He made a freestyle, named a couple people, and they got, people drag goods into it. Like, it's just like been ongoing, and it hasn't really been looking good for him. Do you feel like he has the opportunity to kind of gain his name back and still be respected in this sport, or is it kind of like over for him?
Listen, I'm a nigga. I shouted Boom out on a Dawn Diva magazine or Straight Shutting magazine. Like when they got sent up north, a couple of people of mine was locked up, and I wrote a letter in there. And when I had my article at the end, I put free my nigga such and such, my nigga George, and I also put Ahdi in this. Right? I've spoken to Ahdi maybe the last year and a half when he was at the halfway house. You get what I'm saying? Like, Ahdi, before he did time, he used to come out there with me when I battled Danny Myers. I think he battled C3 or somebody. We got mad cool in Dallas, like, mad cool. He know my high rolling niggas, all that, like, mad cool, son. Thing is, no one knew what this situation was. The situation looks really crazy. You get what I'm saying? It looks like it doesn't look good. I'm going to keep it a buck, right? Paperwork is paperwork. Another thing, though, is if you don't know how to speak on camera or carry yourself, or you don't know what you're going to talk about, this camera is not going to help you.
Thanks.
And those two interviews with Uncle Rod did not help him at all. Like, it's just the way he looked. He just looking at it, it looks like he's lying. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying he isn't, but it just looks like, I don't be having my paperwork. Or son, I know 60-year-old men that been home already 20 years, and they did 20. And they came home at 40, and they're 60 now, and they got their paperwork.
Okay.
What, nigga? Boom, it comes out their back pocket. Like, what the fuck? You walk around with this shit? It's in my wallet.
Yeah.
Like, because those are serious allegations, bro. With that being said, he needed to clean that up, and he should have, like, bro, I'm going to keep it real with you. If you thought he was lying on that, you should have just popped on him right there. Should have just popped on Big K. Keep it a buck, bro. If I just came home and now you put in my whole status or my reputation on the line, you're affecting my bags for my family, and I know it's a lie, I gotta pop on you. Bro, I know niggas that do not play with that rat name and call shit. Like, in the street, like, with nobody around, no cameras, you fucking rat. What you call me, nigga? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's a real serious allegation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you play like that, and you pulling out paperwork, and you really doing this. The first thing I would have thought was World Stars gonna pick this up. Nah. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real.
I mean, we see Nipsey Hussle got killed over calling somebody a rat, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? So that shows how serious that is.
Like that, people do not play with that word, bro. Like, you know how people be like, yo, I don't play that suck my dick shit? Calling somebody a snitch or a rat is right up there with that.
Yeah.
You better make sure if you calling somebody that, you got that proof, you got that paperwork. I don't play like that in the hood when niggas be like, yo, son of snitch. Yo, you see paperwork, bro? All right, you call them that. I want to see some paperwork. I don't just go by off of what somebody else says. I need to see that paperwork. You know what I mean? And Big K brung paperwork. So off the loan, like, Big K did what he had to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is battle rap. I know Boom had to sit there and say, yo, this is definitely going to come out. Somebody's going to research on what I was locked up on. So you should have been prepared to have your paperwork ready. You know, this corona shit should not affect that. You know what I mean? Like, to get your paperwork, bro, there's fax machines. You can email it. You can do a PDF file and email it. Like, you can do whatever you can. But, you know, that would be my main thing. I wouldn't be so calm and cool about it. Like, yo, I'm going to get the paperwork when outside opens up. You're just handling it wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And the way he's handling it is bad. When I look at it, it looks at like he either said what happened in the house, because it's two people and then one dude that set it up. Somebody said the dude who set it up brought him into the situation. It wasn't like them two just got caught and they stayed quiet. Somebody let it be known that there was an outside party that set up the whole thing. Mm-hmm. That's off the rip. Yeah. Now, that's the dude that's doing mad time, right? Like 17. Yeah. He could have had priors though and all that too, violated, and his time gets more. But in the paperwork it says that they provided statements. Now, if the statement was, I did the Jamaican accent, but I ain't shoot the gun in the house, then, well, it was only two of y'all. So if you didn't shoot the gun, he shot the gun. Right? And that's what they're going to ask you, right? That's what cops do, right? And if you say, yeah, you snitched. Yeah. Even though they know it's only two people that was in the house. Somebody shot the gun. Oh, the guy with the Jamaican accent shot the gun. You said you had the Jamaican accent. Now, if you tell on yourself, yeah, but when you have a code D, you still can't even tell it on yourself. Tell it on your code D. Yeah. And there's a lot of situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Two dudes get caught up, and they can say, yo, I did all this. They be like, yeah, but that means he did too, because he was with you in on this. Y'all get charged the same. Mm-hmm. You know, now, if you say some shit like, yo, I was doing this, and he didn't know, he was just with me, and this shit happened, which a lot of times happens, like a dude will go into a liquor store, go to rob the liquor store. His man didn't know. His man's in the shop too. Like, oh, shit, nigga, you booking it? You know what I mean? What a stand-up guy does is say, yo, officer, I went to rob the liquor store. He didn't know. Yep. I did it off impulse. Fact. That's telling on yourself, but not indicting in nobody else.
Nobody else got to get in trouble. Nobody else got to get in trouble. You take a little weight. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in that situation before.
It doesn't look like they did that. Yeah. Because if that was the case, then nobody would have known about the third guy that set it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like, you know, either they both stated what happened in the house and told on each other as code Ds. And just say, yeah, fuck it, man. Yeah, man, we went in there, we went to book it. You know what I mean? I shot the gun. I had a Jamaican accent. All right, well, you know what I mean? Your code is saying the same thing. So y'all both charged. Cool. But y'all snitched on each other. That's what y'all did. You know what I mean? Y'all both were supposed to sit there and say, I need a lawyer. We talk about this when I have legal representation. I need to speak to a lawyer. And your lawyers, and they would have worked it out, and they would have figured out how to say what was what. And then sometimes dudes sit there and say, yo, look, I'll just take the rap then, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm going to do the less time, or this is my first offense. I probably could just get probation. I'll take the rap. A lot of niggas do that. You get what I'm saying? Sure. Yeah, you can have an F on your record, or you copped out, and now you got a misdemeanor, or whatever it is. But, you know, I just think they did not handle it right. You see that they didn't ask for, like, legal representation. They look like they just was caught in the system, and just, that's it.
They didn't know about remaining silent, man.
They knew about it. It's just they didn't utilize that. Yeah. You're told you have a right to remain silent. It's the first thing you're told. Remain silent.
Yeah, let your lawyer handle it, man. I was in a situation.
I stayed here for a couple of days just to make sure my lawyer gives me the best way to address this. Now, my lawyer comes and tells me, yo, he told them everything that y'all did. Then you sitting there and you're like, all right, cool. Now you got to make that decision. Damn, son. This nigga told him I shot the gun. He told him I did the Jamaican accent. He told him all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you got to sit and say, fuck it. I'm going to eat this, or I'm going to snitch too. If you a snitch too, then it is what it is. Yeah, own it. You know what I'm saying? Snitching on everybody in Billboard.
And then it gets to battle rap, and you know your whole public perception of who you are is dragged through the mud.
Well, yeah, I don't know if Boom was gonna come back into the culture talking this nigga. I did time. I put it down in the yard type shit. I hope not. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that was his energy. I feel like his energy should have been on some don't do what I did. You know what I mean? Because I don't get a bad character out of Ahdi. To be honest with you, I don't know how old Ahdi was when he did the crime.
Then he said he was 19.
He was a kid. He probably just was following orders from other niggas. Yo, son, there's a book over there. Niggas is broke. Oh, fuck it. We could book this crib.
He didn't even know some of these guys like that. It was just like a setup thing, and he ain't really know them like that. They just set it up to go do what they do.
Yeah, I'll tell you a quick story. One of my mans, he was with me one day, and then he said, yo, son, I got to go uptown. Some of my niggas is trying to book this jewelry store. And I'm like, why are you booking the jewelry store for? I'm dead ass. This is a conversation I had. And he's like, nah, son, I need some bread right now. It's a quick flip. I'm like, yo, how much bread they giving you? What are you doing? First of all, he said, yo, I'm driving to the spot. The nigga used to work in the jewelry store. We're gonna drive there. My man still got the keys to the back. So when he used to work there. So when we get in there, boom, we're gonna get in there before the first shift comes in at 9 a.m. Like we're gonna go there like 7, go in there and book the shit and be out. I was like, yo, bro, how much are they giving you for being the lookout on that? Because first off, you're not going in the store, so you don't know how much jewelry they're gonna grab. You don't know how much cash they're gonna grab. So like you're just guessing now. They could just tell you whatever. Yo, son, we ain't get much here. Here's some bullshit. Nigga, you need something guaranteed that's gonna make this worth it. Plus, this is armed robbery, nigga, and you don't know who's gonna be in there just in case. He said, yo, you overthinking it? I'm like, you know these niggas like that? He said, yeah. I said, all right. He said, yo, they offered me a band. I said, yo, those ain't your mans. Niggas is not gonna go book a jewelry store and just offer you a band. They want you involved. You're the driver, and all they offering you is a band. They just looking at you as a come up, bro.
Thanks.
Yo, son, we get this little nigga a band, son. We're gonna get 40,000, 50,000 worth of shit. Just get that nigga a little band, son. That's how niggas think.
Yeah.
See your boy, don't go do it. I left. He went and did it. He got locked up. He just came home. One of my men just came home.
How long he did for that?
First thing he said was, yo, bro, they didn't get to book everything, right? They went in there. There was a janitor that was in there cleaning. They had to tie up the janitor.
Damn.
They had to tie up the manager because she was in there early counting the safe. So they booked her. They tied her up. They didn't get the major safe money. They got like the safe money for the registers and stuff. Damn. And then when they went to go crack the glass for the jewelry, the alarm went off. And the response time is only 3 minutes. So the niggas got scared. They didn't get no jewelry. The nigga ends up dropping his phone in the store. They tie her up. I said the alarm went off. It had a 3-minute response time. So they got scared. He drops his phone. She's tied up. The janitor's tied up. Nigga, they found the phone within the same day at night. They knew whose phone it was. They went to his crib. He told on everybody and told on my man. Like, damn, nigga, you told on the nigga that was driving? And he didn't get nothing out of it because they didn't get nothing. They got like $700 or something.
And how much did that cost him in jail? How much time did that cost him?
5 years.
Jesus, 5 years. God. Ah, man. Ah, man. Definitely not worth the risk, man. Yeah.
And he told me, damn, son, you definitely told me that.
And the guy who told on everybody, he did less time?
I don't know. I ain't know that dude. I don't want to know that dude.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But do as far as Ahdi, man, do you think, because I know he's supposed to battle E-Ness soon and things like that. It's definitely a tough situation. We've seen a lot of people go through a lot of shit in battle rap, come out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, people done got made fake personals on. People done got real shit put on them. All types of things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is this something that he can get out of, or is it like, damn, like it's gotten too crazy? Because I see people who not even in battle rap talking about Ahdi Boom in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Other platforms talking about this shit. I'm like, damn, like he done made it outside of. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
So
it's crazy, son. I just don't know. I just don't know if like he's gonna. I don't feel like if he can't prove that paperwork, bro, just fall back.
Okay.
If you can't provide that right paperwork, or if you know that it's a funny situation, fall back. You know what I mean? If you can somehow produce some type of evidence that you didn't snitch or what exactly happened, you know, then that's different. You know, but he's talking to everybody and he's just not speaking correctly on camera. It doesn't look like he's media trained at all. You know, none of us are, but like when it comes to like a situation like that, you want to make sure you're saying the right things. He's talking about laws, and then everyone's going and they're misproving whatever he's saying. Oh, he said in New Jersey you can't get this, but yes you can. I did this and I looked up this. You know, bro, our culture is savage, bro. These fans will go and prove a point. You get what I'm saying? And if they had to misprove it, they misprove it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, sometimes people say too, like, you know, even if you come up with the truth, the lie done got so big, even if it was, you know what I'm saying, that sometimes you could be like, yo, this is the truth right here, and it's to the point where, nah, you know what I'm saying? So it gets to that point as well. So hopefully, you know, we'll get to see how the story goes, you know what I mean? Because it's really a sad situation. I was going to say, as far as like angles, disrespect, like I spoke to you about this as well, as far as what's going too far, and you even said with T-Top, it was certain things that, like, I could have used the Arsenal angle before Arsenal did it. I could have did this, that, and the third, but you choose to opt to not do certain things like that. If you were supposedly battling somebody or were in Big K position, would you, and that came across you, is that something you would use as well? If it made sense for you, as, you know, like, all right, well, you just come home, and you find this. You know what I'm saying? Would you choose that angle as you, like, you know, Cortez? Or would you like, nah, I'm just...
I would. I would use that angle. But, I mean, I've broken down certain angles. You know what I'm saying? The Holland hand shit or things like that. I'll use it to my advantage. But, like, the snitching shit, yeah, I definitely would. But I wouldn't call you a snitch unless I could really, really verify that you was a snitch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, like... You know, I think Big K did that, though. I think Big K made sure he looked at certain things before he even made that assumption. He was like, oh, nah, this is concrete.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I was him, I would have definitely made sure that I had something ready in my third round or something to debunk anybody talking that shit. I think that would have been a round that I would have had while I was still in jail.
And you know what's funny? Like, thinking about that is like T-Top and Arsenal. Arsenal did that, but T-Top had a round ready to make people not look at him like, you know, he just wilding or he just, you know, a sucker or whatever. You know what I mean?
I would have came out that situation. I think T-Top had that round ready for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got whoever comes at me about this. So thank God I didn't pick the typical situation.
That's real.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
That's real.
Go ahead, boy.
Like,
you know
like
what I'm saying?
backfired on Arsenal, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because it kind of flipped on him. Because Arsenal, at that time, after his round, it was like, oh, Arsenal got this. It's over. There's nothing T-Top can do. And then T-Top flips and it's like, oh, damn, Arsenal, he flipped this shit on you. Like, we ain't never seen nobody flip no shit like that on nobody before.
Exactly. Fire.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess, you know, and I guess that comes with the defense aspect of battle rap, kind of knowing your opponent, knowing what to expect, and, you know, hopefully, you know, certain people understand that as far as any artist, because we see a lot of wild stuff said in battle. So, you know what I mean? You got to definitely be ready.
But I'm good for a bid. I'm good for the ends. There go the kid. So I'm pulling up in the V4, serving nigga out the back of the shit. I'm back on my shit. They selling bags on the strip. I ain't asked for this. I rap a Mac with a bitch. Y'all feel me? Yo. I said I'd rather would just smack with a bitch, but I'm back on my shit. They got me slapping a brick. Shit, the order was heavy. Let's talk about knowledge. Let's talk about power.